You guys, ignore everybody who is not where you want to be, who is giving you negative feedback. The amount of times I've had people not even just brush off a comment, not just comment on a post, actually intentionally try to call me and have a conversation with me about it, or message me to say, Tom, I think you're taking life a little bit too serious. You do know, Tom, you only live once. And it's really important that you make sure that you are happy. That's what I've had actual losers, old friends, do this to me, guys. And you guys are gonna have the same. You may have already experienced it. But this is where most lads mess up, because they actually accept that information as if it were correct, as if that is actual actionable advice. This is not actionable advice. This is just a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Negative feedback from people with no results is the same as positive feedback from people with results. All right? People seem to make the mistake, and guys, don't make this mistake either if you've ever thought this about someone else. Don't mistake focus and intention for being too serious, right? Guys, I am extremely intentional. Every single awoken moment of my life is moved with intention. Every single thing I do, if I were to psychoanalyze myself, everything I do is intentional. And that's how you need to be living. You need to be living in the highest state of consciousness and self-awareness, so that you are operating out of utter intention and focus to move you towards a definitive outcome. I will not perform any action unless it moves me closer to my North Star goal. No action. I won't take part in no conversation. I won't take part in anything at all if it doesn't move me closer to my North Star goal. Now, that does not just mean work. However, I see life as work, because work to me is achieving my North Star goal. Now, that could be financially, yes. It could be lifestyle-wise, freedom-wise, but it could also be network-wise. It could be dating and relationship and love life-wise. It could be providing from a family standpoint-wise. Work to me is fulfilling a goal. It isn't work turning up to a 9-to-5 and doing something for a little fucking mediocre paycheck that everybody likes to seem to fucking devote their whole life to, right? The same people that message me and will say, Tom, you're taking life too serious. I'm worried for you. I'm just looking out for you. No, you're not fucking looking out for me. You just fucking hate the fact that I'm taking more action than yourself. That's all people do, guys. And that's why I'm sharing this with you, because I know you guys are going to go through the same thing, right? The same people that say these comments go to work every day and don't miss a work in a job they fucking hate every day, and spend their whole day in a low frequency at a 9-to-5 job that's nothing close to their purpose and passion and higher self. And they say we are taking our life too serious. Then they'll also message you 6 months later, 12 months later. How did you do that, Tom? How did you do that? How have you got that villa? How do you live like that? Guys, people will start to say comments like, you're too big for your boots. No, I'm too big for your fucking little boots with your little mental prison. That's what the issue is, guys. Don't ever come back to the level of those below you. Always rise to those above. And I'm telling you now, you have to be serious. But don't mistake serious for being like down and in a low frequency. Serious is a high frequency state. Serious is intentional. Serious is hitting your daily habits. Serious is focus, right? That's my definition of serious. However, most people mistake it for being a moody, angry person, right? One thing people don't always realize from the outside, and I do want to be transparent with this, guys, just so you really do understand how I see it from my lens, is that I'm extremely intentional. I'm extremely focused. And I will have my phases in the day where I've got my coffees, where I've got my electrolytes, where I've got my nicotine, and I've just got my noise canceling headphones on, and I am just in a state of focus, and I'm like this. And people would look and go, that's too serious. Why are you doing that? Well, I'm doing that to fulfill my purpose, to serve others, to help our clients, to inspire new people to change their trajectory for their entire life, right? I am focused and I will look serious when I'm working. However, the whole day, I'm having a laugh, like every single part of my day is fun. I've built my life to the point where there is not one action in any area of life, whether it's business or personal, that I don't like. I have such a level of autonomy, I can just check into my self-awareness and go, what things don't I like doing? Maybe it's the accountancy side in my business. Maybe it's having conversations with certain people. Personal or professional, guys, I have built my life to the point where if I sense anything pulls me out of a high frequency, I can just subtract that from my life. My entire life is now lived doing tasks that keep me in a high frequency, and I couldn't love it anymore. Whether it is just creating content and just helping and giving value to the world for free, or whether it's like I've just been on a call, like it's only it's just turned 6 a.m. I had a call this morning at 3:30 a.m. with my tier 1 and tier 2 fitness and mindset clients. Absolute savages, just elevating those up. Like, people could say that's too serious, you're waking up too early. I did half an hour's work before that call at 3 a.m. I was up at 2:50. People say that's too serious, that's not good for you. I can tell you now, it's a lot better for you living in a high frequency, being inspired, itching to get out of bed every morning, living every single minute. You don't even want to put your head on the pillow at night because you're itching to wake back up in the morning, while the same people saying the same comments are going to bed dreading waking up in the morning, dreading going to work, checking the clock every single minute at work through the day, waiting to go home, waiting for the weekend, waiting to go get pissed, waiting to go do some fucking drugs on the weekend to get away from their current reality because it is absolute bullshit. This video is simply just to make sure that you never ever listen to anybody who isn't in the shoes you want to be in, ever, in any area of life. And it's not just related to your habits. This is related to, don't listen to somebody on how you should manage your dating life, your relationship life, how you should manage your fitness life, how you should manage your finance. All of this, the only person who has the answers is the person who is living your dream reality, right? Now, everyone's path is slightly different, but you need to get in the room. You need to find and you need to adopt the mindset. You need to adopt the belief systems. You need to adopt the lenses, chucking in the lenses so you can see the world and manage your life how they have, because their habits and their decisions have gotten them to that result. Now, the people who are going to give you negative feedback, who are going to try and pull you back to their reality so they feel more comfortable in themselves, they don't have the answers, guys. Ignore them. They hate their reality, right? Now, my advice to you would be stay in your own lane, and if it helps you and motivates you even a little bit more, agitate the fuck out of them. Agitate the fuck out of them. Go and win for you. Go and win to give greater back to everybody who you love. And go and win to fuck them off. They have to watch you every single day. All these people that I receive these messages from who go out of the way to do this, they have to watch me win more every single day, and it fucking destroys them while they still don't have the courage. It's not that they hate me. They hate the action that I take that they don't take. This is all it is when people are giving you negative feedback. They hate the fact that they won't do the work that you're doing. So fucking show them. Post your daily habits. Post the AM wake up. Post the TP7 daily habits. The AM wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Post it. Post you doing your morning reflection, your morning alignment, your morning reading. Post you hitting your macros. Post you training every day. Post you smashing the cardio. Post all of it. And then they're going to have to watch all of your inputs turn into outputs from your internal state manifesting into your external reality. They're going to have to watch it. Make your life a fucking movie. I always say this, guys. The movie is already filmed. Now, whether you decide to actually press play and play the movie how it should be played, or whether you decide to stay on pause is entirely your decision. But make it a fucking movie. I did a post yesterday on Instagram, guys. My Instagram's Dr.Tom Pearson. Did a post yesterday. Don't know if you can see this. No, there you go. Did a post yesterday. If your feed isn't your old vision board, what the fuck are you doing? It's so true. My old vision board is my Instagram feed. Like, you guys can just jump on my Instagram, and I'm telling you now, that's fucking intentional. That's serious, Tom. Well, you're telling me I've got one life and I'm being too serious. I'm telling you, you've got one life and you're being too serious because you're going to work, living a fucking job and reality you don't want. You've got one life and you want to live that life with those habits around those people, when you could actually follow your conscience, your gift from God. The authentic voice of God has given you a vision, and you could go and live that vision. You could go and actually action it and create it. Every year, right? I can't explain how many times I have to make a new fucking vision board, guys. This screen, not that one, this screen here, I've got my vision board on. I have to update my vision board so much because I just keep fucking hitting it, guys. I just keep everything, I keep hitting it. Whether it's from a mental standpoint, a physical standpoint, a spiritual standpoint, a financial, a lifestyle, a autonomy, a business, an impact, everything, guys. I just keep fucking hitting it. And like, that comes from just ignoring the noise and being what losers would call serious. I would call it focused and intentional. I don't even mind calling it serious because my definition of that is focused and intentional. However, their definition is completely different, right? I see it as a compliment. When someone says I'm being too serious, I'm like, yeah, I am. There is no definition of too serious. Focused and intention needs to be on the 100 maxer. I won't waste 1 second of time or energy on not moving closer to my goals. That's what it's all about, guys. Moving closer to the North Star goal. Now, don't mistake this with, you can't have, like, what did I say work is? Work isn't just working on the finance. Work is working on you, it's working on the business, and it's working on your life, and it's working on relationships. It's working on all of it. Okay? Work is creating your dream life. It's not turning up to a shitty job. So you should be serious on work, on working towards your dream life. So I will be serious. I've just flown to Singapore with a chick for a few days, stayed in the best 5-star hotel you can imagine, lived it up, had the craziest big tomahawk steaks every night. Like, that's work. I'm working on building relationships. I'm working on building my dream life. It's still work. And the whole time, I'm still working on the business. I'm still working on me. I'm still hitting the gym, still doing my cardio, still hitting my whole total protein and macros for the day. Like, I would fast the whole day and I'd have the tomahawk and everything's still extremely intentional. Everything's a choice, guys, right? I am working all the time. You shouldn't see it like you've got a switch of personal life and business life. My life is work to that North Star goal. And I don't like balance. I like the word harmony. I'm always doing all of them at the same time. So for example, a prime example of this is when we had some of the clients around at the villa, some of my elite business consultancy, the tier 2 clients, top clients around at the villa. Well, that was a prime example of harmony. I'm in the villa, unreal villa. I've also got the chick I'm seeing. So I've got the personal, I've got the date and life. I've then got lifestyle, living the lifestyle, early wake ups, habits, hitting the gym sessions in the morning. That's my personal growth. And then with clients, we're doing masterminds through the day. We're doing work for them during the day. We're doing content through the day. That's business. And it's all just intertwined. So it's like my social, my personal, my business, my network, my relationship, everything is just in a harmony. I'm not, oh, this is this window, this is this. I'm just working on my dream reality in all areas, 24/7. I don't do 1 minute on anything else. And that's how you want your life set up, guys. Then you need to look in your day and think about what tasks can you do to focus on you, to be serious on you. What tasks can you do to be serious on your life? What tasks can you do to be serious on your business? And that's what it's all about. That's why all my programs are driven around a blueprint. There is a certain set of habits, whether it's for your personal life or whether it's for your business life in my elite business program, where my clients will get their tailored blueprint and they can just run with it, have 100% clarity and conviction, and they will just transform their life by being serious, by being intentional, by being focused. If you're not serious, if you're not intentional, if you're not focused, and you're just operating like a fucking leaf flying around in the wind, like every other motherfucker who's mediocre as fuck, you are going to live that life forever. Don't expect this crazy life on a plate that you want by just falling into it. God is fucking nice, but he is not nice enough to give you something that you don't deserve. And it takes a lot more than you think it does. This generation is fucked up, right? You will be given exactly who you become. You will be given exactly who you are. And right now, you are getting exactly who you are right now. You've got to completely change that, right? You need a formula, you need a blueprint, and you need to run it, and then you need to be aligned and in a room with those guys. Like I said this morning, I was on that group call with my tier 1 and 2 fitness and mindset clients. My Wi-Fi drops off for 15 minutes at the start of the call. I send a message into the chat, I'm like, guys, Wi-Fi's off, da-da-da-da-da. I'll try and, I'll send you over, I'll make a private video for you guys later and post it. Anyway, my Wi-Fi comes back on after 15 minutes. I jump back in just to see. They're all still in there talking amongst themselves, masterminding, sharing their wins within their career, within their fitness, within their mindset, dating, relationships. They're talking amongst themselves. I'm not even in there. And then we come in and we do the call. Like, how many people, like, you guys think you've got friends. These guys, most of them haven't even met each other. Some have. Some go and build lifelong relationships forever. But some of these guys are in Vietnam. Some of them are in Bali. Some of them are in the USA. Some are in Australia. Some are in the UK. Some are in Scotland. Everywhere. And these guys are more of a mate than your guys who you're calling mates who have been around you 5, 10, 15 years. You need a blueprint that these guys have, and you need a set of guys around you, and to be in a room with someone that's actually achieved it, and you need to get fucking serious, and you need to learn to tell everybody else to shut the fuck up. You need to be more serious. You wouldn't be watching this video. Like, if you had already accomplished your life goals, this video doesn't matter, but you haven't. You need to increase your life goals, and you need to get more serious. Meanwhile, people are telling you to be less serious because that makes them feel comfortable about themselves. People like people who allow them to like themselves. That's what it's all about. Now, people will pull you down so they can continue to like themselves. I had this on my way up, guys, at the very start. My old friendship group, my first friendship group from when I was younger, I would elevate. And the fact that we all came from the same small town in England, from Huddersfield, from Home Firth, they disliked the action that I was taking, and it made them extremely uncomfortable that we all came from the same place, and I was the biggest loser of all of them. And then I was escaping the nest. Makes people uncomfortable. I was too serious. And now I'm living every single day on the highest frequency, living my dream life, and still only see myself. I have the humility to say I'm still less, and I mean this with all my heart. I'm less than 1% into who I will become and what I will have externally. And I'm too serious. Meanwhile, I could fly back home, and they're in the same place, doing the same thing, living with depression, hating every minute. Living for the weekends, living for their fucking medication, living for their booze, living for the drugs, living for their takeaway, living for the football fucking games, fucking losers. You're better than that, guys. Every second is intentional on building the best you and building the life you want. Everyone can do it. If you can see it, you can achieve it. But now we've got to get you into a state of alignment. The number one thing you need to think about every day is intention and alignment. Your daily habits, your thoughts, and your actions must be aligned with your higher self. And that's exactly what we're going to do. That's exactly what we focus on in all of my programs, whether it's the fitness and mindset personal development or whether it's the elite business. We achieve outcomes by getting you into the highest frequency state, the state which is tuned into those results and aligned with the thoughts, the mindset, the belief systems, the actions, and the habits. That's how we do it. That's why we never miss. Every single person hits a blueprint that gets results every time. Let's go.